Business software maker SAP warns of the impact of the strong euro on profits as first quarter earnings missed. To give us an update on the business, I'm joined by SAP CEO Bill McDermott at the Waldorf headquarters. Hi there, Bill. Many thanks for talking with us. Let's start with FX. How hard is it going to hit in Q2, and when do you expect the effects to even out for you?
Well, you rightfully point out there's a currency headwind of about 5 points that's affecting the company. Fortunately, we were able to substantially outpace our ambition in the cloud with a 38% growth rate. And then the core also grew at 9% on a year-over-year basis. So we were the only large mega cap company in the IT industry that's not only growing fast in the cloud, not only growing the core, but doing both very profitably. And incidentally, on the profit, we reiterated our full-year guidance on the profit. We guide annually, and not only do we outpace our revenue goals in terms of our guidance, but also we reiterated the full-year 2014 profit outlook, and we remain very confident.
All right, I'll come on to cloud in a sec, but back to FX. Do you expect the FX situation to improve for you? And how hard will it be in Q2, in the Q2 numbers?
I think it'll be, relatively consistent with what you saw in Q1. There's no doubt that there's a headwind. The euro's strong, and we don't see any immediate change in that trend line.
All right. I
think investors understand.
Go ahead, Bill. Go ahead.
The power of, constant currency. The investors understand the power of looking at a business in constant currency because that's what management can influence, and customers are buying, and investors are happy with our results from everything I can see today, and we're proud of what the company's doing.
On to cloud. Clearly, cloud is growing for you, but 2 billion euros, I believe, was the in sales by next year was the target. Is that looking increasingly a stretch for SAP?
Well, we re-upped the guidance from 2015, as you might recall, to 2017. And we said between now and 2017, we would do actually 3 to 3.5 billion euros of business in the cloud. So I think we actually upped the ante in the cloud, because if you assume that number, you're assuming about a compounded annual growth rate of 35%. So we are determined to be the cloud company powered by HANA, and we stand by those projections with a lot of confidence and a big pipeline.
What worries you most about the cloud business, though, right now?
Well, my concerns are actually behind me in a certain sense. I wanted to make sure that SAP became the cloud company and completely reinvented the core in the cloud. Now that we have 1,000 suite on HANA, that's our business suite, our core, on our HANA platform in the bank, we have a firm understanding that the company understands we're moving the core to the cloud. So we overcame that, and actually our people are totally behind that. The other thing I wanted to make sure of is that we would grow the cloud not just in the United States, where the cloud was highly adopted, but we would do so in Latin America, in Europe, and of course Asia. And if you look at our cloud business, they're growing in the high 30s all over the world. So we have a company that is totally committed to the cloud, and a customer base that understands getting SAP innovation and extending the core to the cloud is really powerful on their business results.
Sure. Do you worry about the sales forces and the Workdays?
Well, what I think is interesting, and a lot of questions have been posed on this issue, why are these companies seeing declining stock prices recently? And I can only determine that, when you look back to the year 2000 as an example, there once was a time where growth at any cost was popular then too. But I think what investors are basically saying is these companies have shown good top-line growth, but their bottom-line losses and declines are even bigger than their top-line growth. And I believe we're now entering into a market where investors are asking the tough question. Can the business grow on the top line, but also expand margins and grow the bottom line profitability. We're getting more to a normal question and answer ceremony, and I think that plays beautifully to the hand of the market leader SAP, which has grown in the core, grown in the cloud, and done both profitably. And incidentally, Axel, the only mega cap IT company in the world that can take credit for that.
All right. On Russia and Crimea, how much of a... I know this business is important to you, but it's not huge. But how broad is the fallout going to be for SAP? And how involved are you in any discussions, whether it's political, sanctions, etc.?
Well, it's a very significant marketplace to us, so I don't want to downplay it. It's like our third largest market. We have 1,000 employees there, and we have nearly 2,000 customers, and we've made sizable investments in the marketplace, and we care deeply about our people, our customers, and obviously free commerce and seeing that this thing resolves itself. So we support the de-escalation. I actually am very excited that on this very momentous day where all sides are talking at a table, I'm interviewing with you. And I would encourage them to de-escalate. Let's get back to normal trade and commerce and help things grow for citizens and their market.
Bill, thanks a lot for talking with us. Bill McDermott, the CEO of SAP, joining me from Walldorf in Germany. That is it for now. Tune in at 8 for the Reuters Today Show. I'm Axel Threlfall. This is Reuters.